Hey, what's up, you guys? Bringing another action figure review to you, and this is Man Bat. Yes, indeed, this is another highly anticipated McFarlane figure that, yes, I have been anticipating. I was not going to get me another Man Bat, but it turns out that I did just that. So here he is in the packaging. Let's take a look at him in the packaging. So, we got Man Bat on the side there. This is Man Bat DC Rebirth. Got down the side. Got my foreign toys at the bottom. And on the back, have this beautiful artwork of Rebirth, Man Bat with all the bats behind him. And he has Batman, if you can see, Batman chained up. He's got Batman chained up there, which is really interesting for Dr. Kirk Langstrom, the Man Bat. But this art is beautiful. I love it. I love it, I love it, I love it. You got Man Bat DC Rebirth at the top corner. Love that. And on the other side, we just got Man Bat. You see Man Bat from the side there. Foreign toys down at the corner. Then we got DC Multiverse Man Bat up at the top. We got DC Multiverse and at the bottom, of course, the legalities, all that stuff, the barcode that helps anybody, and we got Man Bat in the packaging. So I am going to break out Man Bat. He looks awesome. Can't wait to get into it. So let's get into it. Yeah, so I suspect that some of the horror stories are true. He has very weak ankles and he's very top heavy, so he is incredibly hard to stand. I don't know what I'm gonna do about that. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do things a little different this time. Well, before I jump any further, so these are not, I don't count these as accessories. This is just what McFarlane throws in. See Man Bat, DC Rebirth, and the same art that was on the box. And you got Dr. Robert Kirk Langstrom. So that's who Man Bat is. And this genius level zoologist attempted to make a serum derived from bats in order to give humans special sonar senses, but the formula backfired, mutating Langstrom into a giant Man Bat complete with his own feral personality. Batman routinely tangles with his creature of the night, hoping to save Langstrom from his own scientific sins. There you have it. And display stand, in effect, don't really know how that's going to help stand this figure. I'm not sure. Let me try it out. So I wanted to see if it helped Man Bat, but kind of not really. So he's very top heavy. All the horror stories I heard were true. It's kind of miraculous that I'm getting him to stand as good as I'm getting him. So like I said, I'm gonna do things a little differently. So let's do some size comparison. So like I said, I'm doing things a little different this time. So let's see him next to Ghostmaker. So that's how he stands next to Ghostmaker. I would like him to be a little bigger. Ghostmaker almost looks close to his height. I would like for him to be a little larger, or maybe I could straighten out his knees a little bit, but I don't think so. So that's pretty much how he looks standing next to Ghostmaker. And here he is next to Rebirth Batman. Here he is next to a Universe Classics Bane. Huh, that's interesting. And here he is next to the big, monstrous, towering Bane. Bane just towers over him. See how big Bane is? I like Man Bat to be that big. But it still works, though. It still works. And here he is next to Clayface. Clayface is very wide and large, and Man-Bat seems to be a little bit bigger than Clayface. And last but not least, here he is next to my Mezco Batman, and I think this actually works out better. I think the Mezco Batman with Man-Bat works out better than the Rebirth one, because it looks like he has height over Batman height and size. So I like how he looks next to the Mezco Batman. Yeah, so I think out of all the size comparisons, I think that this is my best size comparison. I got one more. So if anybody needs a display stand, it's this figure right here. He can't stand worth a damn how the way he's made. So this is the old DC Direct, DC Universe Classics Man-Bat. This is Kirk Langstrom as well. This is the only Man-Bat I had in my collection before I got this new one. So a lot of people have been complaining about like how the wings don't expand, and like on this new one, you know, his wings are like not really in a flight stance like how these wings are. So like McFarlane probably should have did something like this, you know. And I like how his hand is really going through like that. I might do a re-review of this figure because this is still a dope figure. And also he got Langstrom's tag, you know, that's Dr. Kirk Langstrom's name tag right there, which is really cool. So it's a lot of cool elements in this figure, and it's still a pretty good Man-Bat figure. It still is. But I got the new one, I upgraded. But yeah, definitely the expansion of the wings, that really could have been a nice touch. But McFarlane chose to go that route with his wings, where it's not really, you can't really do much of a flight pose. I mean, you can make it work, you know, like you can make it work, but you're not really going to get it where you want it to be. You know, you're just going to get he's very top heavy, and the display stand does nothing to fix that. So but I mean, you could do something like that. You can make it work, you can fudge it how you want to. So I'm gonna get ready to get into articulation, and also get more into the figure, get a more deeper look at him. And you can see how monstrous he is, his red eyes, the fangs. I like it. I mean, this is really sculpted really good, very nicely. The hair nicely sculpted, all of that. His wings looks good. You know, a wash can always go a mile away, but this is ridiculous. So in the back he got the rips, but there's no brown showing. So that's just stupid. That's just ridiculous right there. And his ankles are really loose and weak. That's another problem. So but he has the brown there and the rip in his pants. It looks really good. His jeans, you see his belt buckle, the belt loops. You see like some scratching and scarring across his abdomen. You see the nipples on his chest. You see his humongous abs, his freakishly large frame. You know, it all looks good. A nice little wash on the jeans could have gone a mile away. The brown paint could have been done better. He got some little butt there. You know, he got the back jeans pockets. In his back, he's really large. He's really hairy. You can see how hairy he is. You can see how monstrous he is. And yeah, this is a really solid figure. Love the sculpting on him. I love the purple. Love the purple in his ears, his mouth. All that looks really good. Like, you know, this is a really solid figure, except for him being so damn top heavy, and as you can see, him wanting to fall over, and he's probably going to, because he fell over off camera. So I'm about to get into articulation now. All right, so we about to get into it. So separate piece. So this moves and swivels, a little bit of attitude. Can't really look up a little bit, slightly down, not really much at all. And this is another little separate piece right here. It can move around, it can swivel, rotation in the arm, butterfly in the arm, rotation. It can go all the way round. It can swivel. No wrist articulation because it's molded. You do get some pivoting, and you do get crunch, up and down crunch, pivoting, and you do get ball joint movement as well. You get a roundabout in the waist as well, a little bit. It's poking out there, stretching it a little bit. You get some thigh cut rotation a little bit. He can kick back not that much. You can kick forward. He can kick forward quite a bit, not bad. And he does have a bend at the knee. Is it double jointed? Yes, it is. Double jointed bend at the knee, and you get some pivoting, swivel movement action all the way around, up and down, and you do get that famous McFarlane toe articulation, swivel and ankle rocker as you so please. So articulation is okay. It's not the greatest. It's passable. Will he look good on the shelf? Yeah. If you can get him to stand, he'll look good. It's not so easy for me to pose him because of the weak ankles and because he's so doggone top heavy. I love that he's a mega fig though. I love that. I love when McFarlane do the mega figs because Atrocitus is a builder figure, and I really want that McFarlane Atrocitus really badly. And I might have to pay aftermarket prices on eBay, which is something I don't want to do, but I might have to because I really want that Atrocitus. But this is a mega fig. Bane was a mega fig. Clayface is a mega fig, and I say for McFarlane to just keep doing it. It's working out fine so far, so you know, just keep doing it. Batman has a very extensive rogues gallery, and we should definitely see more. So I'm going to give this figure a 8 out of 10. I think for what it is, I'm going to enjoy it. I think the sculpting is really good. A little bit of wash. Could have went, you know, a very far away. His wings are not like, you can't really get him like in some kind of flight pose. I mean, you can work him into it. I think, you know, if you really work at it and get him on a display stand, like, well, not display stand, but a stand that's for flight poses and something that can really hold him, because he is heavy. He's top heavy. He's beefy. So, you know, you got to get something that can really hold him. And but I mean, for what he is, I'm giving him an 8 out of 10. The ankles are really weak. They didn't follow through all the way on the painting in the back of his pants, which is ridiculous. I mean, I can probably do that myself, and I probably most likely will. I'll probably just take a Sharpie to him and just, you know, and color that in. He scales okay with the other figures. He's not as big as I think he should be. I think he should be a little bigger. He should be like close to Bane size, but for the size he is, I think it's good. And yeah, so that's my review. I'm giving him an 8 out of 10. So you guys let me know how you feel about this figure. And thank you for the subs. I've been getting a couple of new subscribers. Shout out to you guys. Thank you. Like, share, and comment. And as always, I will see you in the next one. So this has been my review of DC McFarlane Man Bat. Till next time, see ya.